All right, so we're going to take a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets today. Actually, yesterday. So the Fed held their FOMC meeting talking about rate cuts, or in this case, holding rates, but did signal that there may be two cuts coming in 2025. So markets initially reacted positively to this and pumped a little bit. But since we're kind of, today on Friday, we're kind of back down to where we were before. Some key takeaways from the FOMC meetings: interest rates will remain the same between 4.25 and 4.5%, with two cuts expected later this year. Economic growth forecast downgraded to 1.7%. Core inflation projected at 2.8%, up from prior estimates. The Fed acknowledged that there is, of course, increased uncertainty around the tariffs, set to kind of be implemented or potentially scaled back, looking at early April, leaving consumer confidence shaky. People are nervous. People are saying the R word, recession. That could be coming our way. So people are a little leery and being careful. So news today: crypto czar David Sachs is meeting with the UAE, talking crypto and AI. So that's bullish, kind of worldwide, spreading crypto positivity. Again, another kind of worldwide action set. The European Central Bank is talking about a CBDC to launch in October. Trump's presidency and kind of this embracing of crypto assets, of Bitcoin and ADA, Solana, Sui, all these assets that the U.S. is now embracing, is kind of causing other countries to be more open about it and to talk about this stuff. So pretty bullish. And then on the topic of tariffs, Trump did say today that there will be flexibility on reciprocal tariffs. So he's not going to hold as strict to some of those things that he had initially said for China, for Mexico, for Canada. And those tariffs are set to take effect on April 2nd, which Trump has been calling Liberation Day. So up until Liberation Day, I think we're going to see just choppy kind of nothing happening in the markets. And then as we see how some of these tariffs play out closer to April 2nd, or then on and just a little after April 2nd, is I think when we'll see a little bit more volatility in not only crypto markets, but the S&P 500. So currently we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance. We can see that Bitcoin is at, what are we at here? 61%, which it's been at for a long time. We've been in the high 50s, low 60% for a year. So no real new news there. Bitcoin price sitting at about $84,000 after that slight pump up to 87 yesterday. ADA looking all right, kind of choppy the last week or so at about 70 cents. Ethereum, man, not looking good for Ethereum. Still under $2,000. Sui sitting at about $2.24. In other news, so we see the SEC had a crypto roundtable today, and lawyers states there's consensus that Bitcoin is not a security. Let's take a listen.
We would probably all agree, I'm guessing, that Bitcoin is not a security, is not an investment contract, because it is sufficiently decentralized. There are there's no common enterprise. There's no others to point to receive your expected profit. So of course that raises the question then is, can we draw a line where, something is sufficiently decentralized to no longer be considered an investment contract? And I just think that's an impossible line to draw. And I would point folks to the CFTC's report that came out in 2014, or 2024, I'm sorry, is a report from the Technology Advisory Committee on DeFi. And, the members of this committee that put together that report were, mostly worked in the crypto industry, including at DeFi firms. And they noted that decentralization exists along a spectrum across multiple dimensions. So you have governance, asset, user, application, data, network, protocol, hardware. So how do you determine when these dimensions are sufficiently decentralized enough to ensure profits don't come from the efforts of
there we go. Overall, Gary Gensler's gone. The SEC is now talking positively about cryptocurrency. So nice to see that happening. take a look at just another little piece of news for today. Coinbase is in advanced talks to buy crypto exchange Deribit. Also today came out some news about Tornado Cash. So sanctions on Tornado Cash were lifted, and Tornado Cash is a mixer. So this essentially helps people keep their transactions online private. So it just kind of scrambles the data. Essentially like a secure mailbox where people can send and then receive cryptocurrency without anyone knowing who they are or who the money is going to or how much is that they have. It was restricted in 2022. Thinking that people were using it for money laundering. They probably were, let's be honest. So the U.S. government is now allowing people to use it again. It's part of a broader discussion about how to balance people's right to financial privacy. Is this good or bad? I don't know. I've never used Tornado Cash. I'm not sure. This was just kind of a big headline today. But I guess the government's getting a little bit more lenient with this stuff, which I guess is good. We'll see. So that's kind of all the news in crypto today. Just wanted to do a quick video. I haven't been on here in a while. If you did make it to the end of the video, I do appreciate that. I'm trying to do these more regularly, and I do appreciate any likes and subscriptions. So thank you so much. See you in the next one.